Hello students, today I will discuss the numerical section with you. The numerical section of errors. Okay, the addition and subtraction I had already discussed with you, and the last lecture I had discussed multiplication and division with you. Somehow due to some technical issues, the numerical of division, okay, it was in the very last. Okay, and we can say that it is incomplete. So better you just learn from today's lecture and complete either, I think so, the 2 or 3 parts they were missing. Okay, you can complete that numerical. So I am discussing the numerical sections with you. First, multiplication. Question: the mass of the body say 5 plus minus say 0.1 kilogram is, let us suppose say the body of mass this much is under the influence of force which produces the acceleration say 2 plus minus 0.02 meter per second in it. Calculate the force acting on the body. The body of mass 5 plus minus 0.1 kilogram is under the influence of the force which produces the acceleration 2 plus minus 0.02 meter per second in it. Calculate the force acting on the body. Note down this question, sirs. Now, sirs, I am talking about the multiplication section. First of all, sirs, take a look. We have to calculate the force acting on the body. The force acting on the body is always written as mass multiplied with acceleration. Got it? Okay, it is a clear case of multiplication. So first of all, you have to write out the value for the mass of the body. It is written as say 5 plus minus say 0.1 kilogram. Okay? Then says the acceleration of the body, say A plus minus say delta A. It is say 2 plus minus say 0.02 meter per second. Fine? We have to calculate the force on the body. Let us suppose say that the measured value of the force is say F plus minus say delta F. We have to calculate it. So again, sirs, as we had discussed in the last lecture, first of all you have to calculate the true value using the actual mathematical operation which is to be done, and then we are going to calculate the absolute error. In the case of multiplication or division, there is the propagation of relative errors. Fine? Okay. Now first of all, let us do the calculation for the true value. Say the force F, it will be written as say m into a. The true value for mass, the true value for acceleration. Putting these two values, say it is say 5 multiplied by 2. Unit is say Newton. Okay, you are familiar with it. So the true value is written as say 10 Newton. Okay, Then says you have to calculate the absolute error. Fine. Now let us do the calculation. Say plus minus, say delta f divided by f. It is written as say plus minus of say delta m divided by m plus say delta a divided by a. Got it, friends? That is, we are using the propagation of relative errors. Clear? Now plus minus say delta f, it can be written as plus minus say f multiplied with delta m divided by m plus say delta a divided by a. Got it? Now since you have to just place the values, and again the important thing in case of multiplication, while solving the bracket, always use the cross multiplication method. Okay? Why? Because it becomes simpler. Now I am just placing the values. Say plus minus say delta f is written as f is say 10. We had solved it out. Do one thing. First of all, since copy this entire thing. Why? Because I have to wipe out. Copy it. Yes, so it's done. Now, plus minus say delta f, it can be written as plus minus say 10. The true value for force, we had solved it, it was 10. Then delta m, it is 0.1, m it is 5 plus delta a 0.02 divided by 2. Got it, friends? Now we can do the calculation. So plus minus say delta f is written as say plus minus say 10 multiplied with, doing the cross multiplication, it becomes 0.2 plus 5 to 10, so 0.1 divided by 10. Got it? Now since this 10 and this 10, they get cancelled out. We are left with plus minus say delta f is written as say plus minus say 0.3. Again you have to write out the unit. Got it? So since the answer would be say f plus minus say delta f, it is written as this f was 10 plus minus delta f is 0.3. The unit is Newton. This will be the answer. Copy it, friends. Done? Done? Okay. Now since I am discussing one more numerical which is based on multiplication with you. Okay? The sides of the cuboid are say 10 plus minus 0.01. The unit is say meter. Then say 5 plus minus 0.03 meter and say 2 plus minus 0.1 meter. respectively. Got it? Calculate the volume of the cuboid. Got it? So since the sides of the cuboid are given to you and you are familiar with the dimensions of the cuboid, length, breadth and height or thickness. So since this 10 plus minus 0.01, it is the length of the cuboid. 5 plus minus 0.02, it is the breadth, 0.3 sorry, it is the breadth of the cuboid, and this 2 plus minus 0.1, it is say the thickness of the cuboid. Say L plus minus say delta L is say 10 plus minus say 0.01 say meter. The breadth B plus minus say delta B, let us suppose it is say 5 plus minus 0.03 again meter. The thickness, let us suppose say it is T plus minus say delta T is say 2 plus minus 0.1 meter. We have to calculate the volume of the cuboid. Let us say the volume of the cuboid is say V plus minus say delta V. We don't know, we have to calculate it. Now first of all, we have to calculate the true value for the volume. So the true value for the volume is length multiplied with breadth multiplied with thickness. Okay? So the volume is written as, the true values they are 10, 5 and 2. The unit is meter cube. So the volume is written as 5 to 10, 10 to 100. So 100 meter cube. Got it, sense? Okay. Then sense, what you have to do? We have to calculate the absolute error. Then plus minus say delta V divided by V. It is written as say plus minus say delta L by L plus delta B by B plus delta T by T. Got it? Now again says, in the multiplication we have to discuss the propagation of relative errors. Got it sense? इससे पहले तक हमने सिर्फ दो टर्म्स को यूज किया था. टर्म्स जितनी मर्जी हो कोई इशू नहीं है. टर्म्स जितनी मर्जी हो कोई इशू नहीं है. तरीका सेम रहेगा. So since we can say, कॉपी करिए स्टूडेंट्स इसको जल्दी से. डन. Yes, so it's done. Now, let us do the calculation for plus minus delta V. Plus minus delta V, it can be written as say, plus minus say V. This V is taken away. Then say delta L divided by L. Then say delta B divided by B. Then say delta T divided by T. Okay? Now you have to just place the values. Plus minus say delta V, it can be done as plus minus. The value for V, it was say 100. Okay? Now delta L, let us say 0.01 and L was say 10, then plus delta B is say 0.03 divided by 5, then plus delta T 0.1 divided by 2. Got it? तो एक काम करेंगे स्टूडेंट्स, यहां पर एलसीएम लेकर करते हैं. ठीक है? प्लस माइनस से डेल्टा V is written as plus minus of 100. Okay? The LCM, it comes out to be, let us suppose say 10. Okay? Okay? या फिर आप ऐसा करें कि तीनों को मल्टीप्लाई कर ले, 100 भी आ जाएगा. 100 से 100 का कैंसलेशन हो जाएगा क्योंकि कैलकुलेशन सिंपल थी, तो इसलिए मैंने LCM यूज किया. So this is written as say 0.01 plus 0.06, then plus 0.5. Got it? This 10 and this 100, 10 cancel हो गया. So plus minus say delta V is written as plus minus say 10 multiplied with. Let us solve it out. It can be written as say 0.57. Okay? So on doing the multiplication, we get plus minus say delta V is written as say plus minus say 5.7 meter cube. Got it? Copy it. Yes, sir, it's done. Now you have to write out the answer. So the answer, it is say V plus minus say delta V is written as the value for V, we had calculated it as 100 plus minus delta V, we had calculated it as 5.7. The unit is meter cube. So since it is the measured value of the volume, okay, it is the measured value of the volume, or you can say it is the volume of the cuboid with error limits. Done? Note it down. Yes, sir, it's copied. Now, sirs, I will discuss the numerical section of division. Let us see how to calculate the measured value or the absolute error when the physical quantities are divided. The velocity of the body, or say changes, let us say ऐसे ले लेते हैं इसको, the change in the velocity of the body is say 10 plus minus is 0.1 meter per second. The change in velocity of the body this much in the time interval the change in velocity of the body is this much in the time interval. Suppose say 2 plus minus 0.2. Let us suppose a seconds. Calculate. the acceleration of the body. Calculate the acceleration of the body. Now, first of all, students, what is acceleration? Acceleration is written as change in velocity divided by time interval. Change in velocity divided by time interval. Got it, students? That is, since it is a clear case of division. So, first of all, you have to write out the data. Let us suppose say v plus minus say delta v is say the change in velocity, and let us say 10 plus minus say 0.1 meter per second. Then since the time interval is say t plus minus say delta t, it is written as say 2 plus minus say 0.2 say seconds. Now since you have to calculate the acceleration of the body, let us suppose say a plus minus say delta a is the acceleration of the body. Got it, sense? So clearly we have to first of all calculate the true value, then we are going to calculate the absolute value. Let us do the calculation for the true value. The true value is say v by t. We have to just consider the true values. So the true value for the acceleration will be 10 divided by 2. Cancel it. It comes out to be 5. That is, the acceleration is 5 meter per second square. Fine. Got it? Now, since we have to calculate the absolute error. Now, plus minus say delta a by a is written as plus minus say. Again, we have to do the propagation of relative errors. Plus minus say delta v by v, then plus say delta t by t. Fine. Now, let us do the calculation. Let us do the calculation. Say plus minus say delta a, it can be written as plus minus of a. The say is taken on the right hand side, multiplied with delta v by v plus delta t by t. You have to just place the values. You have to just place the values. Plus minus say delta a is written as say plus minus, the value for a is say 5. Then the value for delta v, it is say 0.1 divided by say 10, then plus 0.2 divided by say 2. Got it, students? Okay. Now, I am doing the calculation. So plus minus say delta a is written as say plus minus of 5. The LCM, let us suppose say it is 10. Okay. So it is written as say 0.1 plus 5 and 2, 10. So it is say 1.7. Got that? Okay. Copy it, students. I am doing the rest of the part over here. ठीक है बेटा? यहाँ पर करने हैं. So students, plus minus say delta A is written as plus minus say 5. Then it is say 1.1 divided by say 10. Okay? Clear? So plus minus say delta A is written as say plus minus say 5. 0.11. ओके बेटा 5 से 10 को कैंसिल करते फिर 2 से डिवाइड करते लंबा हो जाता थोड़ा, तो इजी कैलकुलेशंस यूज करनी है. ठीक है. सो इट कैन बी डन एज 0.55 मीटर पर सेकंड स्क्वायर. गॉट इट? इट इज द वैल्यू फॉर डेल्टा ए. नाउ व्हाट यू हैव टू डू, वी हैव टू कैलकुलेट द मेजर्ड वैल्यू फॉर एक्सेलरेशन. सो द मेजर्ड वैल्यू फॉर एक्सेलरेशन इज रिटन एज a plus minus delta a. The value for a is 5. Say 5 plus minus say 0.55. The unit is meter per second square. This will be the answer. This will be the answer. Okay. And friends, in the last lecture we were discussing the numerical of division, which was unfortunately left out. I think so 2 or 3 steps. Okay, they were missed out. So in that numerical, since I think so we had completed till this step. Okay, these calculations they were messed up. So better to complete that numerical also. Okay, using the same approach. Got it? Copy it. Done? Now, sirs, I am discussing one more numerical with you. The body of mass, say 5 plus minus is 0.1 kilogram is moving under the influence of force, say 10 plus minus 0.2 Newton. Okay, calculate the acceleration of the body. Okay, got it? We had just now discussed a problem in which we had used the relation forces mass into acceleration. Now in this particular problem we have to calculate the acceleration of the body. Okay, so we are going to use the relation. First of all, the force is written as, say, mass multiplied with acceleration, and what is mass? We have to calculate acceleration. So acceleration is written as say force divided by mass. Got it? Now let us first of all note down the data. The value for mass, m plus minus delta m, it is, say, 5 plus minus, say, 0.1 kilogram. The value for force plus minus, say, delta f plus minus, say, delta f, 10 plus minus, say, 0.2, say, Newton. You have to calculate the acceleration of the body. So a plus minus, say, delta a is, say, the major value of the acceleration. Now, sirs, first of all, you are going to calculate the true value. The true value is written as, say, force divided by mass. Okay, acceleration is force divided by mass. So the true value is f, true value is m. So f by m. Solving it, it is, say, 10 divided by 5. So it is, say, 2. So the acceleration is written as, say, 2 meter per second square. Okay, fine. Now, sirs, we have to do the calculation for the absolute error. Now, plus minus, say, delta a by a is written as, say, plus minus delta a by a is written as, say, plus minus, say, delta f by f, delta f by f plus, say, delta m by m. Got it, sirs? Got it? Now, plus minus say delta A is written as say plus minus of A multiplied by delta F by F plus say delta M by M. Okay? You have to now just place the values. So we can say that plus minus delta A is written as say plus minus. The value for explanation is 2. Now delta F, delta F, delta F, let us say 0.2. And the true value is say 10. Then plus delta F, it is 0.1. And the true value is 5. Got it? Now, I am just solving it. Plus minus delta is written as say plus minus of 2. The LCM is say 10. So it is say 0.2. Then plus. It is say 0.2. Got it? Okay. So plus minus say delta is written as say plus minus say 2 multiplied by 0.4 divided by 10. Got it? Okay. Now since I am doing the rest of the part over here. So this plus minus of delta A is written as say 2 plus minus say 2 multiplied with 0.04. Okay, so plus minus say delta A is written as plus minus say 0.08 and the unit is meter per second square. Okay, now you have to write out the answer. So A plus minus say delta A, it is written as say the true value, we had solved it, it is 2. Then plus minus delta A 0.08 and the unit is say meter per second square. This is the answer. This is the answer. Okay, note it down. Now since I will discuss the numericals from the powers section, that is the functions in which powers are involved. Clear? Okay. Functions having powers. Okay, the physical quantity X is defined according to relation, say x is equals to a square multiplied with b raised to power say 3 by 2 divided by say c raised to power 3 and under root d. Got it? Okay. The percentage errors in A, B, C and D are respectively 2%, 6%, 1% and 8%. Okay, calculate the percentage error in X. This is the question, says copy it. अब बड़े ध्यान से देखिए बेटा. We have to calculate the physical quantity X, which is depending on the physical quantities, say A, B, C and D. Okay? The relation, it is present on the board. Got it? Whenever this question is asked in the exams, then the data, it will be exactly in this form. It is always in this form. Now says how to calculate the percentage error in the result. Okay, I think so. We had discussed already this section in the last lecture. Now, plus minus say delta X by X multiplied with 100%. Okay, is written as say plus minus. The parts, they are multiplied with the percentage errors, right? So 2 multiplied with delta A by A into 100%. Then plus say 3 by 2 into delta B by B into 100%. Then plus say 3 delta C by C into 100%. Then plus, now since it is under root D or square root D. Square root means the power is 1 by 2. 1 by 2 into delta D by D into 100%. Got it, sirs? Okay, you have to just place the values. This question is always the simplest question. So since we can say it is plus minus say 2 multiplied with the percentage error in A is 2. So write 2% over here. Then plus say 3 by 2. The percentage error in B is 6. So 6%. Plus say 3. The percentage error in C is say 1. Then the percentage error in D is 8. Got it? Now you have to just do the calculations. This 2, this 6, it is 3. This 2, this 8, it is say 4. So the result is plus minus 2 to 4, 4%. Then plus 3, 3, 9, 9%. Then plus 3%. Then plus say 4%. Okay? Now in total, students, in total 9, 3, 12. 12 and 4, 16. 16 and 4, 20. So it will be plus minus say 20%. Got it? Okay. So since it will be the answer. Plus minus say delta X by X multiplied with 100%. This is the answer. Copy it, students. Done? Now one more question. Question. Calculate the percentage error in time period of oscillations of pendulum, or say simple pendulum, of simple pendulum when the percentage error in length of pendulum and acceleration due to gravity are 2% and 6% respectively. Okay, what is asked? Calculate the percentage error in time period of oscillations of simple pendulum when the percentage error in length of the pendulum and the acceleration due to gravity, they are 2% and 6%. Okay, since recall from the lectures of dimensions. In dimensions, since in the derivation section, derivation of formulas, we had derived the expression for the time period of the oscillating simple pendulum. Got it, sirs? Okay, clear? Usually, sirs, when this particular question is asked, then the relation or the expression for the time period, it is provided to you. I am giving it. Say the time period t is written as say 2 pi under root L by G. L is the length of the simple pendulum and G is the acceleration due to gravity. Okay, now again, sirs, you have to calculate the percentage error in time period. Okay, clear? Take a careful look. Take a careful look. You have to calculate only the percentage error in time period. You have not to calculate the measured value of the time period. There is a difference between the two. Okay, I will discuss one Newagel with you. Okay, to explain that. So in this case, plus minus a delta t by t multiplied with 100%. It is asked by you. Okay. Now, so is this 2 pi. This 2 pi is a number. It is the number. It is a value. और बेटा वैल्यू में तो कोई एरर नहीं होता, तो आपने 2 पाई को नेग्लेक्ट करना है, ड्रॉप करना है जब सिर्फ परसेंटेज एरर निकालना है, जब सिर्फ परसेंटेज एरर निकालना है. बात समझ आ गई? तो एरर लेंथ और एक्सलेरेशन ड्यू टू ग्रेविटी. गॉट इट? तो 2 पाई को नेग्लेक्ट करना है, देन प्लस माइनस. अब ध्यान से देखिए बेटा, एल का पार कितना है? 1/2, क्योंकि स्क्वायर रूट है. So it is written as 1/2 of delta L by L into 100%. Okay, बेटा G का पार भी 1/2, क्योंकि G भी अंडर रूट में है. So plus 1/2 into delta G by G into 100%. Got it? Okay. So plus minus a delta t by t into 100% is written as a plus minus 1/2. So hence the percentage error in length, it is 2. Beta percentage error in length is 2%. So into 2%. Got it? Then plus say 1/2. The percentage error in acceleration due to gravity is 6%. So into 6%. Got it? So this 2 cancelled out. 2, 3, 6. So plus minus say delta t by t into 100% is written as plus minus 1%. This calculation gives you 1% plus 3%. Okay. In total, so it comes out to be plus minus say 4%. बात समझ आ गई बेटा? So since your answer would be plus minus say delta t by t into 100%, it will be plus minus say 4%. Okay, this will be the answer. This will be the answer. Copy it. Copy it. Yes, so it's done. Now the next question. Now I will discuss that question in which the parts are involved and you have to calculate the measured value. ठीक है बेटा, ये परसेंटेज एरर निकालने वाला तो बहुत सिंपल होता है. कहीं अगर मेजर्ड वैल्यू निकालना पड़ जाए तो कैसे करना है, अब ध्यान से देखना इसको. The radius of the sphere is 2 plus minus 0.1 centimeter. The radius of the sphere is 2 plus minus 0.1 centimeter. Calculate the surface area of the sphere. बेटा सिर्फ इतना बोले कैलकुलेट द सरफेस एरिया ऑफ द स्फीयर, तो मतलब मेजर्ड वैल्यू निकालना है. ठीक है, मैं थोड़ा और कंटिन्यू कर रहा हूं. Calculate the surface area of the sphere with error limits. ठीक है सर, तो भी मेजर्ड वैल्यू ही पूछा है. बात समझ आ गई? अगर किसी स्पेशल एरर लिमिट की बात करेगा, जैसे रिलेटिव एरर की लिमिट मांगेगा, तो ट्रू वैल्यू प्लस माइनस रिलेटिव एरर. गॉट इट? परसेंटेज एरर की लिमिट्स में आंसर मांगेगा तो ट्रू वैल्यू प्लस माइनस परसेंटेज एरर होल ब्रैकेट. फिनिश्ड. गॉट इट? नाउ सिंस व्हाट इज आस्क्ड, you have to calculate the surface area of the sphere. Now what is the surface area of the sphere? The surface area of the sphere, it is say 4 pi r square. Yes or no? Clear? What is asked? You have been asked to calculate the measured value of the surface area. तो मतलब बेटा अब की बारी r raised to power 2 तो है, ठीक है, और हमें मेजर्ड वैल्यू निकालना है. ठीक है, अब ध्यान से देखिए. पहले ट्रू वैल्यू निकालना है. ट्रू वैल्यू निकालने के लिए आपको बताया जा चुका है बेटा, जो भी मैथमेटिकल ऑपरेशन आपको करने को बोला है आपको वो करना है. सो दिस s is written as चलिए मैं एक काम करता हूं, सरफेस एरिया को ऐसे नहीं लिखता हूं, थोड़ा वर्ड्स में लिखता हूं, थोड़ा ज्यादा बेटर होगा. सरफेस एरिया is written as say 4 pi multiplied with radius say square. ऐसे लिखते हैं. ठीक है, वो थोड़ा कंफ्यूजन ना हो जाए तो इसलिए मैंने ऐसे लिख दिया उसको. So this s is written as say 4 pi r square. Yes or no? बेटा ट्रू वैल्यू सरफेस एरिया का निकालना है तो ट्रू वैल्यू रेडियस का यूज करना है। और याद रहे जब आप ट्रू वैल्यू निकाल रहे हैं तो जितने भी नंबर्स मल्टीप्लाइड फॉर्म में, डिवाइडेड फॉर्म में जहां भी हैं उन्हें कंसिडर करना है। इससे पहले वाली प्रॉब्लम में परसेंटेज एरर निकालना था, ठीक है। अब बेटा परसेंटेज एरर निकालना था, परसेंटेज एरर डाटा में गिवन था, अब न्यूमेरिकल वैल्यूज में एरर नहीं होता था इसलिए ड्रॉप किया था। अब जब ट्रू वैल्यू निकालना है तो जो नंबर्स गिवन होते हैं उन्हें ड्रॉप नहीं करना होता, ठीक है। सो दिस s is written as 4 multiplied with say 22/7, ठीक है। एक्चुअल वैल्यू निकालने के लिए 22/7 यूज किया, आप 3.14 भी यूज कर सकते हैं, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं। मल्टीप्लाइड विद r, ट्रू वैल्यू फॉर रेडियस r plus minus delta r, it is given to you 2 plus minus say 0.1 centimeter. Got it? So it will be 2 into say 2. बेटा रेडियस का स्क्वायर है, so 2 into say 2. Got it? तो ये जो वैल्यू निकल के आती है, ये वैल्यू निकल के आएगी 4 multiplied with 22 is something multiplied with 4 is something. ये वैल्यू निकल के आती है, so s is say 352 divided by 7. Got it? 88 into 4. Then divided by 7. It comes out to be, this s comes out to be 50.28 say 57. ओके, तो ऐसा करते हैं सर, हम 2 डेसिमल प्लेसेस तक कैलकुलेशन करते हैं। सो दिस s comes out to be say 50.29 यूज कर लेते हैं, ठीक है। यूनिट डालते हैं सेंटीमीटर स्क्वायर। बेटा बात समझ आ गई? इतना काम क्लियर हो गया? तो खास ध्यान रखें, जब ट्रू वैल्यू निकालना है सरफेस एरिया का, क्लियर, और बेटा पावर्स इन्वॉल्व हैं, तो कैसे कैलकुलेशन करनी है? एक्चुअल कैलकुलेशन करनी है, सारी वैल्यूज डाल के कैलकुलेट करना है। गॉट इट? बात समझ आ गई? अब देखिए एरर कैसे निकालना है। तो ट्रू वैल्यू मिल गया, अब देखिए एरर कैसे निकालना है। इसे कॉपी करें जल्दी से। Now, plus minus से डेल्टा s by s is written as a plus minus। बेटा अब देखिए 4 नंबर हो गया, पाई नंबर हो गया, नंबर में गलती नहीं होती। जब आप एरर निकालते हैं तो नंबर्स को ड्रॉप करना है, ठीक है। सो प्लस माइनस r raised to power is 2, so 2 multiplied with delta r by r। समझ आ गई ये बात? इंपॉर्टेंट बात समझ आ गई? जब एरर के प्रोपेगेशन की बात करेंगे तो जो नंबर्स मल्टीप्लाइड या डिवाइडेड फॉर्मेट में नजर आए, जैसे यहां पर 4 पाई मल्टीप्लाइड फॉर्मेट में है, तो इसको ड्रॉप करना है। लेकिन जब ट्रू वैल्यू कैलकुलेट करना था तो ड्रॉप नहीं करना था। ओके, बी वेरी क्लियर। और अगर ये वाली पर्टिकुलर टाइप आपके एग्जाम्स में आती है, इट कैन बी ऑफ 2 मार्क्स, इट कैन बी ऑफ 3 मार्क्स। गॉट इट? परसेंटेज एरर वाली टाइप आती है तो since it can be of 1 mark, it can be of 2 mark. Okay, it will depend on the question. Now, plus minus say delta s is written as plus minus of s multiplied with 2 multiplied with delta r. What is delta r? Delta r is 0.1 and r is 2. Fine. So this 2 and this 2, they are cancelled out. So plus minus say delta s is written as, the value for s is plus minus say 50.29 multiplied with 0.1. Okay, on solving it, plus minus say delta s is written as say plus minus say 5.029. Okay, okay, again since we can do the rounding off. So this can be written as say plus minus say delta is written as say plus minus say 5.03. Okay, write down the units. The unit is centimeter square. Okay, got it? At the last you have to write out the answer. How you have it? First of all, copy it. First of all, copy it. Yes, so it's copied. Okay. Now the answer would be, we have to write out the measured value. Means we have to write out s plus minus delta x. S is calculated, delta s is also calculated. So it is 50.29 delta s plus minus 5.03, and the unit is centimeter square. So this will be the answer. Got it? Okay. So students, this is all for today, and in the next lecture I will start the new chapter with you, kinematics. And in advance I am telling you what is there in kinematics. In this chapter kinematics, students, we have to discuss the motion of the body, the rest of the body, the basic physical quantities which are associated with motion and rest, that is the distance, displacement, the speed, velocity, okay, the acceleration, all these things. Okay, clear? These basic physical quantities are to be discussed with you. Okay, and one important new section, you are familiar with the name, but it is very new for you. It is the section of vectors. So in the next lecture, or from the next lecture, I will start kinematics, but first I will take up the concept, the topic vectors with you. Okay, it is the most important topic. Okay, so listen the lectures carefully. Note down each and everything written on the board or dictated by me. Clear? Do the learning on the regular basis. आज आपने लेक्चर ओपन किया, देखा, आज ही नोट्स बनाने हैं, आज ही लर्निंग करनी है, ये मान के चले कि यहाँ से आपका एक्चुअल फिजिक्स स्टार्ट हो जाएगा. और अगर आप लैग करते हैं, इरेगुलर रहते हैं, तो उस सिचुएशन में आप अपने लिए फिजिक्स को डिफिकल्ट कर लेंगे. ठीक है? तो लर्निंग बेसिस, ये जो लर्निंग करना है रेगुलर बेसिस पे करना है, क्योंकि स्टूडेंट्स जब हमें रिहर्सल करने होते हैं तो स्किल्स सिखाऊंगा मैं आपको. वो जो स्किल्स हैं वो यहाँ पर दिमाग में होंगी, तब आप रिहर्सल कर पाएंगे. अगर आप सिर्फ ये सोचते हैं कि आपने डेरिवेशन कर ली, डेफिनेशन लर्न कर ली और फिजिक्स हो गया, तो नहीं, ये गलत बात है, नहीं हुआ. मैं आपको एक्चुअल में बताता हूँ फिजिक्स होता क्या है. ठीक है? फिजिक्स का मतलब क्या है, मतलब आपने फिजिक्स को स्टडी कैसे करना है, किसके लिए करना है. देखिए, स्टूडेंट्स, फिजिक्स में बहुत सारे कॉन्सेप्ट्स आएंगे, टॉपिक्स आएंगे. कोई भी एक टॉपिक होगा, ठीक है, इस टॉपिक में कॉन्सेप्ट्स होंगे. बेटा इन कॉन्सेप्ट्स को पहले लर्न किया जाएगा वन बाय वन. ओके, ईच कॉन्सेप्ट में, ईच कॉन्सेप्ट, first of all it will start from the very basic idea. Okay, basic idea में क्या होगा, बेसिक आइडिया में डेफिनेशंस होंगी. क्लियर? बेसिक आइडिया में डेफिनेशंस होंगी. ओके, फिर बेटा बेसिक आइडिया से यहां पर इसको यूज करके आप डेरिवेशंस करेंगे. डेरिवेशंस किसका? ऑफ द फिजिकल क्वांटिटीज. Or the physical quantity used कॉन्सेप्ट। क्लियर? ओके, कॉन्सेप्ट होगा किसी फिजिकल क्वांटिटी का। क्लियर? तो डेरिवेशन होगा फिजिकल क्वांटिटी का, ऐसे करते हैं, ऑफ द कॉन्सेप्ट। क्लियर? डेरिवेशन से स्टूडेंट्स हमें रिजल्ट मिलेगा। गॉट इट? अब यहां पर स्टूडेंट्स आप मुझसे स्किल्स सीखेंगे। ठीक है? अब ये जो रिजल्ट होगा, इस रिजल्ट को हमें यूज करना होगा न्यूमेरिकल्स में। अब इसे किस में यूज करना होगा? न्यूमेरिकल्स में। और दूसरा रीजनिंग क्वेश्चंस में। तो समझ आ गई ये बात? तो बेटा कोई भी एक टॉपिक होगा, टॉपिक में कॉन्सेप्ट होगा, हर कॉन्सेप्ट में पहले बेसिक आइडिया इन्वॉल्व होगा, फिर कहीं डेरिवेशंस होगी, डेरिवेशन से रिजल्ट मिलेगा, और रिजल्ट को यूज करना होगा न्यूमेरिकल्स में और रीजनिंग क्वेश्चंस में। अब बेटा ये दोनों अल्टीमेटली हमें फिजिक्स में पढ़ना क्या होता है? ये स्टूडेंट्स आपका लर्निंग पार्ट होता है। ये आपका लर्निंग पार्ट होता है। गॉट इट? जब तक ये लर्निंग पूरी नहीं होती तब तक हम इन दोनों को नहीं कर सकते। समझ आ गई ये बात? क्लियर? अब जब न्यूमेरिकल्स को सॉल्व करना है, रीजनिंग को सॉल्व करना है, तो स्टूडेंट्स कुछ स्किल्स की जरूरत होती है। बीच में जब हम हर कॉन्सेप्ट को डिस्कस करेंगे तो बड़ी सारी स्किल्स एग्जिस्ट करेंगी। तो वो सारी स्किल्स आपने मुझसे सीखनी है, क्योंकि ये जो स्किल्स होती हैं ये बुक्स में लिखी नहीं होती हैं। बात समझ आ गई? ओके, ये स्किल्स सीखने के लिए ही स्टूडेंट्स आपको मेरी हेल्प की जरूरत पड़ेगी। जब वो स्किल्स आ जाती हैं तो उनको सीक्वेंस में डाला जाता है। ऐसा नहीं है कि कोई एक फॉर्मूला होगा, फॉर्मूला में 4-5 चीजें होंगी, ठीक है, कोई एक पूछा होगा, बाकी की वैल्यूज आपको दे देगा और आपको बोलेगा सॉल्व दैट। ऐसा नहीं होगा। वो लोअर क्लासेस का फिजिक्स था, 7th 8th 9th 10th का। अब ऐसा नहीं होने वाला है। अब बेटा स्किल्स होंगी, सीक्वेंसेस होंगे। स्किल्स मैं सिखा दूंगा, सीक्वेंसेस में कैसे यूज करना है वो प्रैक्टिस से आएगा। समझ आ गई बात? अब आगे देखिए। तो ये आइडिया समझ आ गया? अब ध्यान से देखिए। सबसे पहले तो लर्निंग होगा। ओके, लर्निंग